Hi everyone, it's Evelyn from Twin Flames 3344. I have a Divine Masculine Twin Flame read for you, and I did pull a card for each sign as well, so I got a lot of information for you today. Just so you know, I had a major purge last night. It probably was between midnight and 2 o'clock, but it was like going back to 2016, that summer, which was, horrendous. So just letting you know in case any of you guys are experiencing it as well. And also someone had in the comments had talked about cars racing down the street, and last night definitely was hearing cars really revving their engines, just tearing down the street. So that was coming up for me as well. And so obviously it's a bit heavy now, but the read is really good, some really good information. And let's hang in here, okay, guys? It's always worse before the dawn. Don't forget that, okay? So there might be a lot of dark interference coming in. So it's not about fear or judging anyone else, just being aware of the environment and just, to keep the faith and be patient no matter what, okay? No matter how much you fall, always come back to 0 point. That's the whole point of it all. It's always getting back on the horse. So today is August 3rd. Was there anything else from yesterday? I just want to make sure. No, that's okay. So it's August 3rd. So August, of course, is the 8 of the Strength card, and 3 is the Empress card of Gaia. So Mother Earth, but also about coming together in joy, expressing yourself authentically, just being social. And, siblings come up there as well. And the day adds up to the 23-5. The King of Wands was very significant today, which is the 23. 5, of course, is expansion, change, conflict, all of those energies, competition. But the 23-5 is about the King of Wands, who masters passions, okay? He's the man of passion. So we have the Empress today of the 3 and the King of Wands. And that could very much be about the masculine and feminine. It could be about the masculine and his mother as well, and his karmic. However it is, it's the dynamic between a masculine and a feminine. So it is Saturday today. I do have to write it down sometimes because I usually don't know what day it is. I woke up at 8:08 this morning, even though I went to bed really late, but I definitely opened my eyes right at 8:08, so that was significant for Lionsgate. Again, kind of still in the rewind of working back up to Lionsgate, so just be patient and just stay calm. I cut this deck for the Sirian Starseed deck at 8:55. And usually I only go 3 cards down and 3 cards up at the end, but I took the 4th one today because the Lover's card was there. But it was very interesting because, as you see, I usually show you the cards down here. Okay, and usually they have some kind of letters still showing, and there's all 4 cards, nothing left to say. Okay, so that was very important there. And then we have just the 3 there from the top card. This was the Lover's card, this is the Star card, this is the 2 of Orbs or 2 of Swords, and then this is the Starseed, which is like the Fool. And then the 3 of Flames on top, which was actually reversed today. So those are the ones that you can't see. So the read was done at 9:18, which happens to be my birthday, so that's significant for you guys as well. They always give me signs that I can relate to so that I can translate that to you. So it's like your birthday, okay? It was from 17, 18, 19. 17 the star, 18 is the moon, 19 is the sun, all right? So the stars and the sun and the moon. And the 9 is the hermit, going within. The wise one, going within, connecting to your higher self. And this is for the masculine and the feminine. This is the read's for the masculine, but it's for anyone with their masculine in them, which is everyone, but has to do with the twin flames. And the major arcana were reason, which is the emperor, and the emperor was all clustered. He's upright today. He was clustered times 3 right in the center of the reed, so the emperor was major today. The reason, which is emperor, Luna, which is the moon, justice, and then transition, which is the death card, was after the read. Before the read, like I told you, Lovers, Star, and the Starseed came up. There were 3 wands, 2 cups, 1 pentacle, and 2 swords. The court cards were the Queen of Pentacles and the Knight of Swords and the Queen of Wands. after the read is the Queen of Swords. So there's 3 queens there, and then the Knight of Swords, but only 2 queens in the main part of the read. The numbers and the message on the code line were all about pride and communication, but the letters were covered again in communication, so it came up as immunication. So that'll come up in the read too. So I definitely broke that down for you guys. And then before I even started translating the coding, I was getting 3 Dog Night. Okay, so 3 Dog Night showing their power, and I was getting that that was not Jesus, because 3 Dog Night, as I told you before, the dogs, they have told me, Metatron and Michael, and God is the third part of the triangle. So it's God and his bodyguards, right? The 2 dogs. The 3 Dog Night, so God's coming up with Metatron and Michael to tell you they're showing their power, and they were telling me it's not Jesus, it's God and Metatron and Michael. For Queen of Pentacles, and aiding in the division. And that has to do with pride and communication for the masculine, okay? So God, Metatron, and Michael. And also this is, I was getting that that's the Om. O is the God for the human embodiment of Source, and then MM for Metatron and Michael. Om is God, Metatron, and Michael, the divine triangle. Showing the power for clearing of crystals or cry stalling, the sad divine feminine in co-creation, but the dogs are still in the way. So it's like divine co-creation, but the dogs need to do their job. They need to guard and get things out of the way to clear the path. Also getting with God, Metatron, and Michael, the Om, the show of power, the knife or the cut of the hours or hour, age, or the Queen of Pentacles. Showing, definitely the masculines are going to be shown their power, okay? And because they're like showing the power of the feminine on the feminine's behalf, because the masculine's not recognizing their power. So it's like them coming in as that triangle to just blast the masculine, to make him understand what he's dealing with here. Okay, and that could have been part of the purging process last night that was needed to now awaken the masculine, especially if you've connected with him recently, to understanding that that is you, it's part of you. All right, the sad divine feminine is your inner feminine. And as I was writing that, I was getting butt connection from my twin, okay? So the numbers here were, the code line was all about 34 and 7, and 34 is 7. That is the 8 of Wands, that back and forth passionate communication. It's the arrows of love. It's expressing your feelings authentically, and it can be heated as well. And the 7, of course, is the Chariot, of boldly going where no man has gone before. So this is the masculine, the Chariot of fire, that back and forth communication. Athletics are all about that energy going back and forth. When I was ziplining, that was the perfect example of the 8 of Wands. It's very physical energy going back and forth. So, and it's quick, and like traveling back and forth, it can represent many different things. But the code line there, I told you about already. But the numbers also that came up were 1, 2, 3, 4, that sequence. So beginning the new cycle, 1, 2, 3, 4, shut the door. All right, so sometimes you have to get into the new cycle in order to close the old door, right? Holding one, getting your hand on the one thing that you're going for before letting go of the other, right? When passing the baton. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Now it's time to shut the door on the past. Once you're in the new cycle already, 33 comes up as, that's the Christ vibration, as well as the 7 of Wands. Standing up for yourself without being defensive. And then 46, the 6 of Cups, also came up in the read today. The children in the garden, the 6 of Cups. 69 came up, the Ace of Pentacles, which is also at the end of the read. The Ace of Pentacles. And 12, the Hangman. And 23, the King of Wands. All very prevalent today. Also, 3212 came up, and 32 again is the Journeyman, the 6 of Wands, and the 12, the Hangman, the Wisdom. So as we get into this read, The Three of Wands reverse starts off the read, and also 23 was showing with the 2 flames and the 3. So again, that's reiterating the King of Wands and his importance here. So the Emperor can be separate from the King of Wands, but he definitely can be the same person as well. The King of Wands can represent the masculine. Also, he can represent the father of the masculine, which he is very much like, depending on your situation. But the Emperor came up in the middle of the read, just so you're aware, twice with the Wheel of Fortune. So for me, that's Libra. So it's Aries and Libra side by side, whether it's the same person or 3. And then the other place where the Emperor and the Wheel of Fortune are together is also the Hierophant reverse. So that's Taurus there too. So Aries, Libra, Taurus, or the Emperor is Libra and Taurus, or Libra. There may be some Earth energy there too. And then the central card from the Sirius and Sophia deck is also the Emperor, which is called Reason. And Aries came up again with the Fool there too, and Pisces. So those are the energies in the center of the read, so you're aware. But presently, there's a sudden event, or an epiphany, or a disaster, whatever it is. I was got hit and run. The masculine was involved in a hit and run, doesn't know what hit him. A thief in the night caused eruption, destruction, a house in flames. Scorpio scorned was coming up there too, as whistleblower exposed. New passionate growth at night woke him up. The High Priestess took a gamble, again to show her hand, her ability to expose, her strength, her sunshine, her inspiration, growth in the dark night awakening. Arousal connection to nighttime or dark night awakening, or that his arousal is blocked by the false light in the way of growth of his crown and his abilities. The lobster explains calmly to the dogs the urgency of the situation, all right? So that's like God to the dogs, but it's like the masculine to the dogs. And then one of the dogs going, huh? Like what? One checks it out, and the other is confused. Okay, so that's with Metatron and Michael. And whoever the dogs are in the masculine specific situation, they're mirroring everything to us this way. So the eclipse when the moon was blocked with the sun, which was July 2nd, 2019, which added to 21, the completion. The total eclipse of the heart, the tail end of the castle dream, the fairy tale sound of music with false light, but him actually drawn to the sun behind it. Green boots are the heel that crushed the flower and smushed it into the musical hillside, burying the flower, but the scent still lingered. Dead and buried, but everlasting love, the treasure chest that he had buried, the divine feminine's heart. And then literally, the rain started. God's tears. That was 952, which is the Hermit and the Queen of Swords in mourning. Pisces, Leo, Capricorn, and Cancer came up there. Okay, so then it was 953. 53 is the catapult. It's also the Knight of Swords, which is very much like a catapult, the Hermit, and the Knight of Swords rushing in, but the Knight of Swords energy was reversed in the read today. Gentle rains with a hint just now of rumble in the distance came up. That was all the thunder I ever heard, which actually I just remembered. When I was in the south of France, we were getting baptized. It was part of the retreat to get baptized in the Mary Magdalene waters at the end. And when she was doing me, the thunder rumbled. And it was the only noise that ever came out. No, didn't rain or thunderstorm, just when I was getting baptized, which was very cool. Well, anyway, I heard that last night again. Only a gentle rumble of thunder in the distance, and just the gentle rain. He realizes he never was asleep, just blocked in his consciousness, his stream to his higher self, his crown's growth. Defenseless to instability, energies, attacks, and a need to move, Leo lion on all fours, with tail between their legs. The devil incarnate was he, allowing the devil to tame his beast, while the Knight of Cups rising between. Leo instructing the Capricorn, and that can just be ego. When I say Leo, it doesn't have to be a person, because this journey is all about ego death. So this is very much about the masculine's own ego, okay? So it doesn't have to be a Leo person, it can just be his ego. But this is what's instructing the Capricorn to flirt with all women and to come back to them with their energies. So someone else And this wasn't just his own ego. Somebody else maybe had instructed the masculine to get work by flirting with women, or even just that's his MO, because he gets a lot of attention by flirting with women. But someone instructing him to do that in order to actually harvest their energies and bring them back to them. The stone she gave to you to put in your pocket, more of her control over your energy, tainted. Pretending to be saintly, the devil's edge, dabbled with voodoo in Paris, the white horse with hoofs, the devil herself. And it's just about ego, Capricorn, and the Knight of Cups, the winged messenger, presently awakened to who the devil really is. For the masculine, you deserve love, and then below that was past life relationship. And the rain had let up about 10:01, and then at 10:03, with the Empress coming in there with the 3, the rain started again. And then I heard some people talking outside. So we went from 10:01 with the rain and the gentle and the quiet and going through all this. At 10:03, it started up again, but now people were actually talking about it coming together with the 3. So you deserve love and past life relationship. Beneath that, the star depressed, while the devil has reunion of dark night, the wounded warrior's judgment. 2 devil women holding the divine masculine hostage, coddling him like his mother would. The devil child pregnancy to rope the divine masculine in once again. Aquarius energy all over this. All right, so that was definitely around that situation, was 2 Aquarius cards, very Aquarius. So someone doesn't have to be a sun Aquarius, so someone with Aquarius in their chart. Also a lot here, like I said before, Aries and Taurus and Libra were coming up, as well as other areas will have other signs clustered, which I'll get into in a minute. Again, I was seeing the 9s, the way the cards were arranged were 9-9 again, and we started the read, it was 9-18, so here we have the 9 and 18 again, because 9 plus 9 is 18, and the 3 of the Empress, the coming together. The 9 plus 3 is 12, and then 21. 9 and 9 and 3. So the 12 of the Hangman, and the 21 is the completion of the world. And so we're going back to the Mary Magdalene Jesus templating of Jesus hanging on the cross, and Mary Magdalene being there with him at the end. I was getting the final judgment, and then the star of the show, which of course was Jesus on the cross. So XX was also coming up as a double X, someone who's been X'd at least 2 times. The moon, the false light, X twice. Gossip, coven, group to cause depression. The King of Cups, star, under control with low vibration. So it's like they keep him under control as his loving self, but they keep him stressed or upset or sad in order to keep his vibration low so they can continue to control him. The 9 of Swords and the 9 of Wands reversed were coming up here, cause the wounded warrior to give up, right? So if they put him into 9 of Swords energy, which is stress and suffering and depression, with the 9 of Wands, the wounded warrior who needs to give up because he just can't take anymore, then they keep him right where they want him. Sex tapes in the basement, best friend to talk to on the farm, and I was getting Amish country, which around me is Lancaster, while the man in hat holds the flame's hand to guide them elsewhere, away from the divine masculine. And this man who's on the one hand guiding the flame away, or the divine feminine, he's got the goat on a leash, which could very much be the divine masculine, you know, ever climbing that hill. Basement with plaques on the wall, coat of arms, swords of Knights Templar. Look at the logs you are sitting on, divine masculine, and no bare feet in the office or slouching. You nearly had me roped and tied. Sweet freedom whispered in my ear, you're a butterfly, and butterflies are free to fly, fly away. So for the masculine, it's a time out with the 37, the King of Cups. And remember what I said about the King of Cups reversed yesterday. For those masculines who are now mastered in their journey, he's not reversed because it's negative. He's reversed because he's done his class work. All right, he's graduating. So the time out for the 37, the King of Cups, the masculine, and individuality beneath that, which was number 11, justice, which was reversed today, injustice. Defenseless to the energies and attacks, the masculine, insecure and manipulative, King of Swords reversed, unable or unstable, could be unable to, but unstable little boy reversed. So there's all this negative energy in this particular corner of underlying energies, and I wasn't necessarily really getting this as the masculine. It could be his alter ego, right? His dark side, which would match the karmic's dark side, right? Or it could be a father or father-in-law or boss or someone who abused him, okay? Because it was very icky. It was definitely air sign energy there, but not really getting Libra. I was getting more Gemini and Aquarius. So it was the King of Swords reversed with the icky magician. It's not even the normal magician. He's kind of creepy upright, but he was reversed, as well as the Page of Wands reversed, which is, you know, a kid having a temper tantrum. So you can imagine this is a big kid, major manipulator, nasty person. Gemini and Aquarius were coming up. Vengeful little child who has temper tantrums and very unstable. Acts like a royal teal, indigo, purple with gold, but feet are hoofing, devil incarnate. The King of Swords reversed with poor Saturn placement. 2 bunnies into the ivy, moving or ending a marriage. And someone who has throwing stars, you know, like karate or martial arts stuff. 1030 came up, which is the Wheel of Fortune and the 4 of Wands. And the 4 of Wands reversed is how the masculine's seeing himself today. Poetry was also coming up for some of you guys. If you haven't figured out what your mission is, that may be part of what your mission is. 1030, the Wheel of Fortune and the 4 of Wands, like I said. The Knight of Cups, love, is aimed at tying you back together. Uninspired, Page of Wands reversed, King of Swords reversed, Magician reversed, unstable, under attack. Having tantrums because the angels are winning. The gift of awakening to the devil's workshop. His wave, his manipulative offer of anything but love. For the masculine, you deserve love. There's a bow and poison arrow aimed at you. The Aquarius being depressed in order to get your attention, masculine, professing dark night, wanting reunion with you, watching divine feminine videos to act like your twin, to hold you down and control you, a promise of a son, to keep you together forever. Deliberation keeps you right where she wants you. The devil's angle is the Y in the road. Staying forever in vacillation, unable to make a decision. They want you there because it puts you in a weak spot. Time out. 37, King of Cups. Remember that love is unconditional and inspired. Anyone who's truly in love is naturally inspired by their partner. Idle hands, ladies who lunch, horny and marked, ball and chain around your neck, as opposed to your twin's cord, which is heart to heart. Before I go into recently, I'm going to tell you all of the positions of the signs and the court cards. Sagittarius was upright, Leo was upright, Capricorn was upright. So I don't, like, Leo's definitely in positive energy today. So if I bring up Leo, it could be a person, but it also could just be the ego of the people involved here. Capricorn and Leo really upright today. Cancer was that Cancer? Yeah, oh, Cancer's definitely reversed today. Libra definitely reversed. Taurus reversed. Aquarius reversed. Gemini was upright and reversed, as well as Virgo upright and reversed. Scorpio was definitely upright today. Aries upright and reversed, and Pisces upright and reversed, okay? So the only ones that were totally upright were Sag, Leo, Capricorn, and that's it for fully upright. But yeah, the ones that were really negative were Cancer, Libra, Taurus, Aquarius, okay? So I'm going to show you around the cards, and then we're going to continue. All right. So we have the Three of Flames there as the underlying energy, which was reversed today. The recent past is the Six of Chalices. You can't even see the 2 kids in the garden because there's so much crap on top, okay? Also could be people protecting the twins and the children, okay? This is the foundation here. That's the 9 of Orbs under there, which is like the 9 of Swords, the foundation. And then the middle of the card is the Emperor. I mean, you can see him in that little hole right there, okay, like Santa Claus in the window, actually. But you can also see Emperor here, and he's right there as well, so times 3 right there. And then up here we have the other underlying energies. That was the really icky Magician there, reversed with the King of Swords reversed next to it. And then we have crowning here is the 3 of Cups, which was upright today. Okay, we pan over here with the bridge to the near future, which is the Adeptive Orbs, which is the Knight of Swords. And in this deck, Sirian Starseed deck, it's very much about passing 5D communication, but it was reversed today, so something's blocking that. The masculine scene is the 4 of Wands reversed. He sees himself that way, and then you have all the Romance Angel cards there. Around him is the Moon, which was reversed, so it can represent the new moon or deception as well. And then we have what the masculine needs to clear, the Justice card there. And that was also reversed, so he needs to clear injustice. And then the Queen of Wands with the Death card, she was reversed today. The Death card was upright. Actually, all 3 of the dark cards, the Tower, Devil, and the Death card were all upright in full power today. The Ace of Pentacles was reversed today, and then the Queen of Swords was upright today. Okay, and then those are the last of the cards there. And then I do have sidebar information from the other cards, which I'll give you, but I don't have those cards out anymore. So I'm going to show you the other part of the read, and then we'll get into the signs for you guys as well. Recently, the 6 of Cups, the twins, a gift showed up in your life to get you inspired, Divine Masculine, coming together in joy with high vibration. High vibe hand always showing, always open and honest. They may not show you their low vibe tears, but they tell you about it, not wanting to put all the pain on you, choosing the left, the Divine Feminine, the new, or enlightened. And Aries and Libra were coming up here. The Emperor in downturn or a slowdown, slow motion, backtrack, to reap rewards and be inspired. The King of Wands or by the King of Wands, Father and Son, or Father and Divine Masculine, or Divine Masculine and child, or him, or Father and child, or Divine Masculine and his own inner child, both upright now, protecting twin from his dark side, his evil twin, or karmic. Karmic, his dark enabler, the Divine Feminine, his light, him afraid he won't be able to maintain the light and then hurt the Divine Feminine. The King of Wands and Page of Wands could be brother or friend and father, or uncle and cousin, or karmic father and brother, a matching pair. The Emperor coming up as Libra here, King of Wands and Page of Wands could be karmic and father as well. Whoever is the Page of Wands upright has an evil twin or a dark side. The foundation is suffering, stress, and tears, as the Queen of Cups looking or going back to see what's real and fell into a purge. Divine Masculine felt it major, didn't know what hit him in a ghosting situation. Centrally for the masculine is the Emperor, and he's all about reasoning today, which is using your intellect as opposed to your heart and your feelings. Reasoning a battle, a quest to complete the cycle, why he must fall from grace, or why he must take the sealed Divine Feminine down and push her off the ledge. Ending the war, laying down swords, unhappy in Tower of Destruction. The Emperor Libra in failing marriage. As I turn the page, it's 1109, Justice and the Hermit. So Injustice, and the Hermit was upright today. The challenge being for the masculine, the Queen of Pentacles, which can be anyone in his life. It can be the karmic and the Divine Feminine at the same time. It could also be a sister or friend, or even mother, but not so much getting that there for the Queen of Pentacles. But the 4 of Cups reverse was coming up on here. The Magician upright in the main part of the read is not the same as the Magician in that underlying read. He was really negative and creepy, but the Magician was upright in the normal deck here, the Rider-Waite. And the Magician is not settling, done grounding and integrating, and not expressing feelings about the truth or triumph, and explosive divorce or spirituality outside the box, or Taurus, Libra, Aries, unhappy after the war, PTSD, shell-shocked. The High Priestess, Queen of Cups at night, female bull, false light, attention at night, drinking, partying, mirroring, everything you can do, I can do better. All right, so here Bye Bye Birdie's coming up. I can do anything better than you. Like, no, I can't. Yes, I can. And then, did you hear about Hugo and Kim? Nah, nah. Did she kiss him and cry? Blah, blah. All right, so it's about gossip. It's about gossip and competition within a relationship. Gossip and keeping up with the Joneses. Bye-bye birdie. Then smothering with goodness. Pisces, Cancer, Taurus, Leo. For some, a friend comforting him in a divorce with ulterior motives. Sex buddy wants more, or a name and status. Dark High Priestess, Pisces or Scorpio. Queen of Cups or Queen of Cups is Cancer, Leo. Or karmic is Taurus, Gemini, Leo. Could have a Cancer, Virgo too there, the masculine. Or two people with the divine masculine, a dark one which is coming up with Leo and Gemini energies, or it could just be ego and Gemini, and other divorced Taurus, Virgo person, both physically around him. Or the High Priestess, Queen of Cups, Cancer, catching Taurus's eye, a new love exposed to stubborn Queen of Swords, Sagittarius, Taurus, Aquarius. Now, and that could be someone around the karmic as well, because I'm getting again that somebody's karmic is gay, and that's going to be coming out. That the karmic female is actually is gay and may have been in this relationship for a long time, because it might have been a female friend that they were always over and always taking care of them and hanging out together, may even had a threesome together. But that's coming up again today. But now the Three of Cups, unsatisfied, crowning here with gossip, overindulgences, possibly, and third party. I'm not getting too much. It's not Three of Cups reversed, it's Three of Cups upright, but it can still be about partying all the time, ladies who lunch and gossip, and not in a real severe way, but it's like a functional alcoholic type thing. Third party, uncomfortable feelings. The Nine of Cups, Three of Cups, and Eight of Cups are all together and reversed here, like dumping out all the attachments and emotions that no longer serve in coming together here. Uninspired, frustrated and having tantrums, frustrated with family happiness or completion, and creative and or sexual blocks, that things are unfair for the masculine. There's inequity. The Knight of Wands plays, while the King of Pentacles is the stability of the family. So it's, again, coming up where the karmic gets to do whatever she wants, and he's stuck taking responsibility for everything. Unending work for the divine masculine, while the karmic does whatever she likes. I'm the baby, gotta love me. May have never had to work or struggle for anything, and may be prone to secret affairs. So, and it's not like this could be a very popular, likable person, but she may also never had to struggle or learn in her life, which actually is a weakness in life, because you can't handle anything when it doesn't go your way, because you're used to always getting your own way. So she may be popular, but what she gives her mate is not love, because she expects him to serve her. The divine masculine coming together with friends, family, or group to pay out or settle up. There's major frustration here. He does all the work and family takes all the glory, maybe overworking still and can't focus, or now finally aligned and ducks are all in a row, no longer settling for half-assed love with egotistical beast. Aries, false light with Taurus, and I'm the baby, big ego, are now disconnected. Strong breakup or no affection. South Node Leo must put away ego if they want the North Node Aquarius next year to be beneficial to them. Gemini, Cancer, Leo, Pisces, and Aries no longer settling for love. The Emperor with Moon in Taurus is the female bull in the relationship as opposed to the male, because the karmic is wearing the pants in the family. The group at work is no longer working. Too many egos, Taurus, Aries, Virgo breakup, and that was at 12:21 to 12:22. The Hangman and the World, again, the Jesus world ending. The Virgo exposed puppy love and reaping rewards. The Magician with two women, one with ego, or two men. So it could be, a man with two women, or it could be a woman with two men as well. It could be the karmic with two men. And again, for the masculine, it doesn't have to be two women in a bad way. It could be their children. It can be two women. It can be just the person he's with now, and the divine feminine, who he's just with etherically, but not in a physical. It can also be him and someone else. Could be that he's not divorced yet, so he's having another relationship while he's in a separation. Or it can be a friend or a sister as well that's trying to get in there. But The Magician with two women, one with ego. So again, it can be the karmic and two men again, but still, one with ego, a karmic disconnected, or that's Cancer, new love, who's been kept at bay. Aries with ego, never grounding and integrating, always obsessed with work and or money. Gemini, Leo, or Leo, Cancer, which again, the Leo part can just be the ego of them. So an egotistical Gemini or an egotistical Cancer also there. And Cancer many times has come up as a King of Cups Emperor before, as a father or father-in-law for the masculine, so that could be possible. Virgo reaping rewards of a big love offered by one suffering, but surprisingly staying positive with King of Wands' affection. The Queen of Swords refusing to move or just unable to work outside the home. Angelic pure love wanting the war within to stop. And Divine Masculine pleased to confess to as well. Soon for the masculine is the Knight of Swords reversed, not getting the 5D messages that may have been sent, and the Queen of Swords may have sent some to his workplace, which then got displaced accidentally or on purpose, you know what I mean. So disconnect of the King of Cups reversed and the Hierophant reversed in a separation with Virgo and or Aries, and the King of Cups can be any water sign or the masculine, and the Hierophant can be as Taurus energy. But that can also represent, you know, religious leader or religion or someone who you know, tells everybody what to do. So there's a disconnect between them in separation with Virgo and or Aries, no longer settling in love. The Queen of Swords speaking their truth, but holding their tongue about coming together at work, talking about spirituality, but holding back due to the Divine Masculine married when he actually wasn't perhaps, or alternative marriage and now disconnected and emotionally detached as well. The King of Cups reversed, Divine Masculine, Taurus, Aries, Virgo, separated, or King of Cups, Taurus, Aries, or Virgo, maybe Gemini group. So this could not just a couple, but a group may have split. So magically, there may have been a 3-way split and a 2-way split all at once that just all of a sudden happened without his effort. He's coming up as seeing himself as the 4 of Wands reversed, with no affection from family, who is all about money. The King of Cups reversed, heartbroken, separated, near death, or a father who did pass. The Queen of Wands reversed, passed, or Dark Knight walked away, or the Queen of Wands reversed with Scorpio, or they just have no more to say to each other, the King of Cups reversed and the King of Wands reversed. So he's no longer coming up as her match, the Queen of Wands and the King of Wands. He's coming up as the Queen of Wands reversed and the King of Cups reversed. And that doesn't have to be masculine either. That could be her father. The King of Cups reversed could be the Queen of Wands reversed father as well, who may have had a heart attack in past, or just had a heart attack, or is just emotionally detached. Or his true home, that his heart is in union with possibly his twin and a Gemini's legacy, that our true family isn't always the one we're born into. The King of Cups reversed may also have heart issues, or a friend that passed, or worried that a third party may not survive. Definitely could be a move or an end of a marriage here. Getting to know each other very soon, engagement worth waiting for, and then codependency as well as honeymoon for the masculine. Codependency and honeymoon, as you can see, are separately coming out there. And that's coming up as the codependency of the twins, since they are corded together, can't live without each other, literally. Until death do us part does not apply with twins who are etherically connected. They're already forever connected. Around the Divine Masculine, or how he's seen, is the new moon, not seen, recovering by going within, and walks alone, possibly hiking in the woods or the mountains, in loss of hope. Cancer, Aquarius recovery is slow and depressing. Clear blocks of injustice, and getting over sadness, loss, and regret in order to be inspired again. Unhappiness of the Hermit may have come out, and disconnect from the King of Cups reversed with Aquarius, or King of Cups reversed with Taurus, or an unfair divorce to the masculine. And that was at 12:56. So 12 is the Hangman, 56 the 2 of Swords, being in your knowing or pretending not to know, right? Needing to know more information because you're not connecting to your higher self. Pride came up in communication, but even more so for the masculine here was spirituality. that the worst is over, with a home or marriage ended, depression in split, and emotional detachment. The Queen of Wands false light she placed on her head herself, worst is over, with clarity of message of love from angel or twin. The King of Wands and Queen of Wands reversed, and the Queen of Swords. So the Queen of Wands is upright and the Queen of Swords is upright, but the Queen of Wands is reversed. But the three of them are coming up at the end. The angel patient for 4 gold coins aligned with dark. So that on that card, the 4 gold coins are usually aligned with dark energies or even dark mold that may be around a door. But this is no more. It's all gone now. Depressed bird took off in disconnect, or in other words, they moved. Virgo very sad, unable to function properly, but performing surprisingly well to try to end the war within, with the King of Wands dropping burdens and confessing dark night portal that the Queen of Wands reversed may have passed or started her own dark journey, not ready for a new life, or is without money, or pending a new life with the Queen of Swords, who has a handle on it, ready to pull the switch. And that can be for the karmic or the masculine. And then the wounded warrior reverse coming up may have given up the battle, with stubborn Queen of Swords reversed. So, is she there? Queen of Swords is upright actually in this read, so I don't know why I said reversed, but she's not reversed. She's upright, Queen of Swords. She's coming up as stubborn though, because she had the Knight of Pentacles reversed next to her. So the wounded warrior may have given up the battle, and that could actually be the Queen of Swords, okay, being stubborn, or just can't function. And the High Priestess stressed or up nights crying for the King of Wands, who's now on top of his world, and may be doing that to protect them. Looking or going back to dark night or suffering of homelessness, the masculine may be doing this, and deception of kids or twin, the Emperor or reasoning, because you're always intellectualizing when you're looking back for more information. The challenge being the Queen of Pentacles holding their tongue, or verbal abuse, injustice for all. Coming together now in joy, the Queen of Wands reversed may have gone to a better place, or now she is in mourning of the King of Wands. Lovers reversed are depressed in knowing about the fall back and spring forward. So the seasons were definitely coming up here. Falling back to spring forward, to twin frustrated and uninspired in the summer. Suffering, the Queen of Cups fell back, bringing the Emperor with her to give him reason to come together. The challenge being the Queen of Pentacles, fading gold coin. The Four of Wands reversed, or that move or end of marriage or just instability. The move or end of marriage and now is coming from the 4 flames to just 2 flames, sending messages in the 5D that may or may not be received due to the Queen of Wands reversed false light interference that's been going on. The new moon or deception of injustice in immunication. Immunication. Immune to charged ion, the one who holds space, where one who is oversatiated is a hoarder. All right, so when ions come together, you want one with, a masculine, one with a feminine. But if the one who is satiated, the masculine, whereas someone normally would want to share with the one who's holding space, right? Because that's how the masculine and feminine fit together. When they're a hoarder, they refuse to share even if they have too much. The Queen of Wands reversed, transition, death, transformation, or is gay and now preparing for a life with the Queen of Swords, who is trigger happy. The Emperor could be Libra, but could also be an Aries, Taurus, towering Inferno, and that could be a feminine too if she's really bossy, with Pisces, Cancer, Libra, Scorpio, or Leo. And that, or it just could be egotistical. The Emperor reason is the Queen of Pentacles is the challenge, or Taurus, Libra, Aries group connection that he's been in. The Divine Masculine's karmic and his or her father and or brothers or sisters. It's like there's a group connection here. So it could be the Divine Masculine with his karmic and her father or his father, or either or's, brothers, sisters, combination, that kind of thing. The Page of Pentacles, student, opportunity, or invite in a bad decision. So this is the sidebar information. The read actually ended at 123, 123, which is the Magician and the King of Wands again. Him coming into his magician embodiment. The Page of Pentacles, who could just be a student, a kid, or an opportunity or an invitation for a bad decision or still deliberating, and that was the bad decision, with the Empress reversed and Chariot reversed, stuck in lack at the Y in the road, with negative self-talk, a 5D connection, and no peace, muzzled in injustice as a prisoner to a Queen of Pentacles Sag with ego and or her kids. Both the Divine Feminine and Karmic Queen of Pentacles, one angel, one Sag, one sunshine, the other a child, one a twin, the other with kids, both in limbo, dumping attachments at the new moon or deception under the radar in need of attention. Sovereign playing ball, magnetizing coin, or holding back money, or just holding back new life in order to save money, and ground while holding on loosely. Prisoner with opportunity to learn from the Queen of Pentacles and their non-judgmentalism, angel with ill mother, unable to move, stuck with full exposure of kids, the mother, whether she likes it or not. Hanging in 5D limbo, stuck letting go of attachments of deception and verbal abuse, the injustice of needing to hide, the kids of abusive parents, right? So the injustice of the twins needing to hide themselves, right? Because they're still reacting to the way their parents treated them. So afraid others will attack you like your mother or father did, even though you're now sovereign and saving for a new life, or saving others for a new life. So it has to do with still breaking your wounds and no longer being triggered by the things that triggered you as a child, because you're no longer who that child was. So just bringing up too, when your parents, just for example, like my mother's incapacitated because she has Alzheimer's, but me able to be in my truth now because she's not blocking me, because she would have absolutely had something to say about me if I was doing all this right now while she was still aware. So, there's, in a sense, that can be freeing for people who haven't been able to be in their truth because of their parents' judgment or their control. So that needed to come up as well. So I'm going to get into the cards that came up for the 12 signs. So I'm going to turn this a little bit so you can see these cards a little bit better. Let's see. Okay, so we just have these cards over here. So we have at the top there the underlying energies. So this is the top card, or the bottom card of the deck, right? The underlying energies are these four, and this is the Knight of Cups over there upright. And then this would be the fifth card at the bottom of the deck. And that is the Ten of Pentacles reversed. And then we have Aries through Pisces here. Fire signs, air signs, fire, earth, air, and water. And then these are just some extra cards I pulled at the end, so I'll tell you what that's all about too. So for Aries, well, actually I'll do the headers first. The Page of Wands, which came up in the read, is coming up upright here, which was in the read as well, but that's heading off the fire signs. So I'm going to go down the fire signs first, not in order of the signs, so I can give you the header with that information at the same time. But you also notice that fire and earth are connected here with the Queen of Wands and the Page of Wands. It definitely can be the child of the Queen of Wands reversed, and then this could be that spirituality or divorce or separation, or disconnect of contracts, anything like that. Also, could be a child who's no longer believing in the same things that their mother believes in. Okay, and that can be the masculine and their mother as well. And yeah, so they're definitely connected, those two, if not the three altogether. And then we have dysfunctional family or loss of family legacy or money at the top underneath those four. So fire is definitely dealing with this childlike energy of inspiration, which is really positive. So Aries has really good energy with the Knight of Wands upright. So this is Aries getting moving because they're inspired, which is great. And then Leo is more guarded. So Leo's coming up as the wounded warrior, that ego energy. But they're upright, so they're either still not giving up. And this can be read two different ways, because this can be the victim mentality where they're just continuing to guard their wounds when they shouldn't. Or it's the person who's just never giving up. Like they're never gonna, kill themselves or whatever. They refuse to give up, okay? No matter how much pain they're in. So it's two different ways you can take that, Leo. but that's Leo, but there's inspiration there. So this could be Leo, or they could have a child who's feeling like this. Okay, but the child energy is really positive there, so it could be a child who's trying to lift them up because they're feeling like this. And they actually could have two children here like this, okay, for Leo. And then we have Sagittarius, which is Ace of Pentacles reversed, which can be a loss of money, or it could be someone refusing to give you money or help you, or refusing to help you get out of one situation to start a new life. Or it could just be you holding back because you're saving for that new life, okay? Or whatever the reason is, it's just holding back and maybe not the right time. This could be to just play some ball. It also can be to magnetize money, you see, or do some magic tricks for the kids, all right? Could be just to spend some time, you know, with the kids, like up here. This could be like the masculine, the karmic, and the kids. That could be one situation just of all fire signs. Yep. So then we have earth signs, which is topped off by the Queen of Wands reversed. So in the read, these were both at play. So again, this could definitely be a couple here who's coming out of a divorce. All right, so divorce, and then a gay relationship, which I just talked about, okay? Alternative lifestyles. There's definitely that here. And then this could be the person they were married to is the, coming up as the Virgo, the King of Pentacles reversed, which may be ungrounded by that or losing a lot of money because of her leaving. And maybe what they did while they were still married that he wasn't aware of. And then we have, so this is, Taurus, Virgo, and then Capricorn. Capricorn is looking back or going back just to revisit things, maybe for a last purge. That can definitely be Virgo because that would connect to me and my purge last night. But also definitely there could be a Virgo-Taurus connection. And then over here, Queen of Cups is Gemini, just so you know who the characters are coming up. And over here, Aquarius is the Page of Cups reversed, which could be that spoiled brat type of energy. So there could be, that was coming up as like Taurus and Virgo, I think. Could have this energy in them as well as the Aquarius, because Aquarius would definitely come up there as well. So going back to the earth signs, the top's off with the Queen of Wands. Either dysfunctional family issues, and she's pissed off or vengeful or just exhausted of the situation, but her leaving a family situation, and this is Taurus placement. So these two could are definitely connected. So the Taurus could be mourning. Somebody may have passed, or just they're mourning the relationship, or they're being verbally abusive because they're trying to get out of this situation, right? And this person's exhausted, or this person could be sick as well. And this person's just tired and pissed of dealing with the whole situation and wanting it to finally be over with. And then the Virgo here looking back. And then we have Capricorn here. Looking back is the one who's actually looking back or going back. So this could be Capricorn too. This could be a Virgo Capricorn person. But just, this could be a Capricorn just living in the past and needing to come out of it. Like this is holding him back, right? And why do you want to go back to this, right? The spoiled brat, okay? Trying to save the person or change them that wasn't working. It's like this dream of what you could do, how you could mold them, and how they could be so good and all that kind of stuff, instead of accepting them for who they are and accepting you for who you are. By doing that, you're not working on you, you're working on them, trying to save them, telling them there's something wrong with them, as opposed to you just working on yourself. That's the Capricorn issue there. And then we have the air signs, which is headed by the Hierophant reversed, which is about everything alternative, nothing traditional. It's about divorces, breaks in contracts and commitments. Can be alternative lifestyles, and just basic spirituality. Also could be a tainted religious leader, right? Or changing religions. And that could have to do with the family endings as well there. So there may be a disconnect from the church in whatever happens. So some people who don't believe in divorce may have had to disconnect from the family or whatever the religion is. There could be all sorts of crazy things, and cult stuff as well coming up, especially with the Hierophant reversed. There could be a very dysfunctional family, if not cultish family, that had to end. This is Gemini, which is Queen of Cups reversed, so they could have water in their chart as well. Or it could be someone in their environment who's not well, who's very sad, who's purging, right? It can be someone who's manipulative as well, but I'm getting more of that just sad feeling. Because it could be in a divorce or in a religious issue with family. Or it could have a family member who's ill. These two, Gemini and Taurus, are not speaking to each other. They're both reversed, so they may be in a fight. And again, we have Cancer involved too, because normally she's Cancer and this is Gemini. So these two are intertwined as well. Cancer and Gemini. And that could be a mother of the Cancer person. And this could actually be a Cancer who has, I have both my parents are Gemini, so that could be like that. But it could just be a Gemini, a person with Cancer with Gemini in their chart, and vice versa. This could person have Gemini in their chart. But they're all related. This one's kind of separate. So Aries is separate from all this. Aries might be taken off because they're inspired. They're feeling good. I don't want to deal with all this crap. So they're leaving behind these two who are not talking to each other. And this one's sad because of a Cancer lover. So of the rest of the air signs, the Libra is finding peace, which is good. At least they're getting away to find some peace. Away from any of this manipulation, moving towards Scorpio energy. Or actually, this could be taking the kids back to their mother's house if they're in a divorce. Also could just be traveling with family or kids. But this is grounding and integrating. So moving to peace, where maybe they can find the strength to then offer love again. Then we have but this is just, traditionally going from rough waters to calm waters, a more peaceful place. Then we have Aquarius here, which is, this is really yucky energy. It can just be feeling rejected. It can be just a shy person. But it also can be someone very manipulative. It's that kid who always has gotten their way their whole life, and they throw a temper tantrum every time they don't get their way, and then people cave in. And that's the problem, like between these guys. That's a very codependent relationship. Because this person's suffering, and this person's getting whatever they want. They just throw a temper tantrum, and then here we go. Whenever I'm depressed, I get what I want. So that can be Aquarius, but like I said, it could just be someone who's shy or is feeling rejected too. Not all Aquarians are spoiled brats, but that's definitely coming up here for this read. Then we have the water signs that's headed by the Knight of Cups over there, who's upright and offering love. So this is very positive for Cancer. And neutral for Scorpio, but not so hot for Pisces, because that's depression over here, loss of hope. Right? Needing to heal. And that can be Pisces and Aquarius here. They could have both in their chart. Okay, so feeling depressed and needing to heal. Feeling very insecure and lost, like a little baby, who needs their mommy. That kind of thing. Yeah. So this is really positive. The best positions here is for Cancer here. Between these two, there's definitely love being offered here, which is major. And Aries is really good. And yeah, they're the only two. There's Libra's not bad either, but the other ones are all kind of struggling here. So we have Scorpio, which is grounding and integrating, or just bored, waiting for another option, something that's not like the other options they've had already. They want something new and different. They don't want to settle this time, and that can be work or relationships. It doesn't have to be just love. And it could just be grounding and integrating. That it's time to be still and bored and integrated to process what you've just learned. Or maybe connected to this situation and just kind of like absorbing it all, around them. Whether they're in the love relationship or they're around it, they may need to just take it all in because it's a lot. Then we have the Pisces, who, like I said, is just, this is coming up because there is stardom here with the Pisces. It's been coming up a lot recently, that a lot's going to be coming up for them, and this may be that reversal in order to propel them forward, So after your purge, you reset, and it gives you a new inspiration to go forward. That may be happening to Pisces and Aquarius. But the Star card is definitely coming up for Pisces here. So that can be major in the near future. So just hold tight. And don't keep yourself down. Did you notice all the queens in the reed were upright? No, they weren't. The Queen of Swords and the Queen of Cups were upright. And the Queen, so the only one that was reversed in the reed was the Queen of Wands. I believe the other ones were all upright. Yeah. But here, where she was upright in the reed, she's reversed. So it could just be for Taurus that she's reversed. She's reversed energies, because that did come up in the read about the person. This could be the girlfriend in the relationship for the Queen of Wands reversed, or vice versa. All right, so we have 2 kids. Fire signs are coming up as kids. Earth signs are coming up as either exhausted or pissed off, or they could be ill as well. Air signs are coming up as disconnecting or alternative. Right, so getting out of contracts, groups, relationships, families, religions, and disconnecting to be more spiritual, to be more sovereign to themselves. But this is very heavy for this group and this group. This group's not as bad except for Leo, but air and earth struggling, and then not as bad here except for Pisces. Over here we have this up here too could be water signs walking away from religion to be happier, to offer love. This could be very connected to this person, and they could be getting away from that. Or there could be 2 kids in a marriage where this one's leaving the relationship. They want to be sovereign away from the family. They don't want to be told what to do or live by that religion's rules. Definitely that coming up too, which I almost missed. Yeah, let's see what are connected. So fire is definitely connected. Aries is connected to fire, Leo, and Capricorn. Okay, so Aries, Leo, Capricorn, as well as all the earth signs and fire signs. And then the Taurus is connected to Libra. Okay, and then Gemini is connected to Aquarius, specifically. And Cancer, just connected to love. So definitely connected to the rest of the water signs. And it could be Aries as well there. Some Aries in the chart. But it doesn't mean it's just Cancer and Aries, but those are the main energies. And not all of them are that bad. They just mean a little, like I purged last night, that could be that. So Gemini could be in there too, that kind of thing. So, but the lovers may be connected more to the cups. So maybe to Scorpio too, and Aquarius, and to all the water signs. And then Leo connected again, we said, to all these guys here. So fire and earth and Aries and Capricorn. Virgo could be connected to Sagittarius and the family up there. And Libra, again, the sword, so Libra and Taurus. And again, the water signs, connected to all the water signs. Scorpio. Scorpio could be connected to Gemini as well. And Aquarius. Sag is connected to Virgo and the family. Capricorn, again, to these guys. We're just going backward now again. And again, Aquarius to Scorpio and Gemini. And then Pisces may just be, kind of depressed on their own, but these two are definitely connected. So Pisces and Aquarius. And maybe just kind of keeping to themselves, but still offering love to others, right? They may be sad about their lover because they're not around, right? So they may be bored, grounding and integrating. So then the other cards we have over here, I don't know how much you can see. I'll pick them up to show you. So we have 4 cards and then 3 cards. So the first 4 after the read is the Moon, the 2 of Swords reversed, the 5 of Swords, and then the Page of Pentacles upright. So we're at the new moon, so this can definitely just mean, the energies having to do with the night or the false light, or even the residual energies from the eclipse, still bringing out some kind of full moon energies because of the eclipses we just went through. And, so we had that racing down the street of the cars last night that multiple people experienced, a lot of harsh stuff that might have come out last night, okay, including the Divine Masculine and the dogs, right? They don't normally get along with, but maybe getting them distracted. But this is, new information coming in that you didn't know before, okay, because of some unusual 3D energies, those full moon energies. So clarity may have come to the masculine and the feminine, and then feeling like you need to stand in your truth and defend yourself to this new information, right? Could just put you on defense even though there's no reason to. That's just in your own mind. You know how you get defensive as soon as you think that the other person's going to say something mean to you? You get into this defense status, or that defense mode. But this is just also... This could just be, adamantly standing in your truth. And if people don't like who you are, allowing them to walk away, now that they have this new information. And this may be an opportunity for this person, and they're not going to let the old situation take them down, right? So that could be that. Also could be a child, protecting the child's investment, their education. And not letting the dark energies take that away now that he's got all the information, or she's got all the information. And then we have Three of Pentacles reversed, which again reiterates, we just talked about that in the read, that a group and a relationship just magically dissipates all at once very easily for the masculine, just dies. Something that may have been very difficult to get out of, all of a sudden for some reason falls apart, and there's no effort at all needed, okay? So that's that. This is death of a whole big situation. So I wanted to get that out to you. Okay, so that should be everything. Make sure you drink your water, get your rest, be in joy, and rise and be love, guys.